I think I'm just going to go ahead and rip the band-aid off and keep talking on here since I did it yesterday because it wasn't as cringy and scary as I thought it was going to be. But so I had some inspiration to talk about something that I saw on Facebook this morning. So I work with dogs professionally. I train dogs. I've trained livestock guardian dogs and I've owned one. And I just see very interesting things in the dog realm. They're being jerks to each other. But I see very interesting dog things on Facebook in the crossover between the dog world and the homesteading world. So there are entirely too many people breeding livestock guardian dogs and herding dogs and just really dogs in general. I'm very much an advocate for adopt or shop responsibly. But when it comes to a dog that you are trusting to guard your property, probably thousands of dollars of livestock and equipment and just all sorts of things, get a well-bred dog. Do not buy a dog from somebody on Facebook or Craigslist or wherever that is just letting their dogs breed at will. Do not know the status of their orthos, of their genetic panels. Don't know the last time they were wormed or had their rabies or anything like that. And especially do not buy a dog from somebody that is letting them mix with stuff like terriers or bird dogs, because that dog is going to be so confused. Livestock guardian dogs are meant to protect. Like, let's say you're getting one for your chickens. If you buy one that's mixed with, say, a lab or a pointer or a golden retriever, is that dog going to be flushing or pointing or grabbing your birds and bringing them to you? Or is it going to be protecting your chickens? And also I see a lot of mixes that are herding breeds with livestock guardian breeds. That's also going to be a very confused dog, more than likely. I'm sure there's unicorns in all these situations. I'm sure somebody has the dog that has the great traits of both of the breeds in it. But is that dog going to be constantly pushing up and moving and nipping on your sheep or your goats or chickens or whatever you have? Or is it going to be protecting them? And, you know, like, you don't really know which way the dog's gonna lean. So that's my little thought for today. I've owned well-bred dogs, I've owned poorly bred dogs, I've owned mutts, I've owned purebreds, I've owned intentionally mixed bred dogs, like dogs that were bred for work. But that is my advice. I could talk about this for entirely too long, but I just was inspired to talk about that today due to some very interesting things I saw on Facebook. Just educate yourself before you buy a dog, in general, but especially in that situation.